And joining us now on the live line is Jim Buie, the president of Involta. Jim, how are you?
Hey, great, Bill. Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about your company. What is your mission at Involta? And give us a little background about how this company has evolved, Jim.
Oh, you bet. We deliver a hybrid IT solution. So what we mean by that is helping companies with their journey to the cloud, in a lot of cases taking on digital transformation projects, maybe some custom IT projects, and we really try to do that in a secure and reliable way. The company started 11 years ago, and the roots are really in the Midwest in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. We built our first data center facility, and then expanded across the nation, including Tucson in 2013. So we now have 11 data centers across the country, private cloud offerings, security offerings, and a whole set of IT capabilities.
Tell me a little bit about the name Involta. How did that come about, that name? What does that mean?
Yeah, loosely translated, it means in the vault.
In the vault.
In the vault. So your data is safe and secure with us. We pride ourselves. Our brand promise is really about operational excellence, superior infrastructure and services, and people who deliver. And Involta, and being in the vault, we take great pride, and our employees really take great pride in being that local provider in Tucson and southern Arizona that can really help protect data.
Jim, talk a little bit about digital transformation. What does it mean? And here we are in the time of COVID-19. So many people are doing work from home. I mean, this is a whole new ball game, isn't it, Jim?
Oh, it is, and thanks for asking. This is unprecedented in my experience in the industry, and just to see how we're able to help companies in a different way. We have a lot of clients in the healthcare space, manufacturing space, and financial services, and when we think about what's going on with those types of companies in the healthcare space, we have healthcare organizations that are going from 0 telehealth appointments with patients to 6,000 a week or a day.
Wow.
And to be able to store all of those images and to be able to execute, that's an acceleration of digital transformation in the healthcare space that is really creating a need for companies like us, like Involta, to really help out in executing. Banks in a similar way, mobile banking has increased exponentially during this time of COVID. And even in manufacturing, social distancing and having to incorporate robotics into your manufacturing lines and really reimagine some of your manufacturing processes so that they aren't impacted. It's been a very interesting few months for us, and we kind of look at the back half of the year really continuing to help clients with that accelerated pressure they're feeling on digital transformation.
What are you hearing about? Here we are, a mid-sized market, Tucson. Were we able to handle at the peak, say April, when everybody seemed to be at home and on the computer, Jim Buie, were we able to handle the capacity? What are you hearing?
Yeah, our clients tell us that we were extremely prepared to handle the capacity, and I think that's a great tribute to the planning of the organizations in Tucson. I think, as we come out of COVID and think about what it means to how you run your healthcare system or your business, things are, as you said, a very different world. And I think we may plan a little bit differently with how do we deal with work from home? How do you deal with more patients in the healthcare space? How do you deal with manufacturing capabilities? It's certainly a different world, but our clients are successfully navigating through it. I think some were more ready than others, but overall, I really feel like Southern Arizona was well positioned to handle the COVID situation.
What is your footprint in the community? You're very tied to this community, aren't you, being a local provider?
We are. We have a we like to call them concurrently maintainable data center. When we think about the importance of that facility to the community, we want to attract businesses. I think what's interesting, we know that Southern Arizona and Tucson are really great places to have a business and run a business, but also for people to live. And one of as companies look at moving to Tucson, they want to know that there's a place, an IT provider like Involta, that can really help them provide the redundancy. It's easy to work from home and work wherever you want, but servers aren't as easy to take home. You can't you can't have security and reliability with a server at home. So, we like to think that we can partner with businesses that want to move here, and we'll take care of their IT equipment and our data center facility. It's a fantastic facility. We've had zero downtime, and that's our guarantee. And we, pride ourselves in maintaining that security and reliability.
Where are you from, Jim?
I grew up in Florida. My sister has now been in Tucson. She grew up with me. One of my sisters has now been in the Tucson market for 35 years.
Really?
So so I've spent much time in Tucson over the last 35 years with her, and whether it's having fun playing golf or hiking or many of the activities that we enjoy in Southern Arizona.
Jim, I would think the future is very bright for Involta in these times we're living in. Yeah,
it is a high growth company. I feel very fortunate that we've been able to provide consistency and we do provide essential services. Our job is serious. It is keeping uptime for critical applications for companies. So we've been very proud. We've actually added to the team recently in Tucson. We've added 4 Tucsonians to the team, and we pride ourselves on being local, and the future's bright. We're going to continue to grow in Southern Arizona. We want to be a partner in helping create new jobs and receiving opportunities for businesses and people to move into the area. We think it's a great place for Involta to continue this growth trajectory.
I took a look at your new website. I think you just launched that this week. Why don't you tell our listeners about how they can find you?
Absolutely. It's www.involta.com, and I think there's useful information for everyone out there, and even community events. We're working with the Sunnyside Foundation on a fundraiser relative to their STEM program. We have an Operation Linked Loved Ones that really is about having people at the Devon Gables Rehabilitation Center be able to connect virtually with their families. So, we're very active in the community. You can find out more about that on our website, as well as the whole gamut of services that we offer.
Thank you very much, Jim Buie. I appreciate it. President of Involta. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
All right. For more information, visit Sun Corridor Inc., the sponsor of suncorridorinc.com, the sponsor of our CEO interview series.